Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We talk about trading and investing, and today we're going to be doing a trading recap for my past week. We made about a 2.5% return. We're going to talk about the strategy used with that and a little bit about my current positions. Before we get into that, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So let's get right into it. What I decided to do is withdrew all of my profit that I made for the past year. I got about a 100% return, so we withdrew about 15,000 and we're kind of starting from square one with just 13,000 in our account. We're doing it as kind of like a trading challenge to start with a smaller amount and get back up to 25k. It's going to be a good journey, and it's going to show you guys it's possible and a couple of strategies that you might want to use. So as you guys can see, we currently have about $6,500 in buying power, which is almost 50% of our portfolio, which is a very heavy cash position. The reason I'm doing that is because the SPY or the S&P 500, the SPY is breaking above 400 today, which is a new record high and all-time high for the S&P 500. So what that means is that stocks could possibly be overvalued. And with my strategy, what I'm trying to do is sell while they're high and buy while they are lower. And if it's at all-time highs, it might be a good time to sell. And also, I don't want to be 100% in stocks during all-time highs, because if there's a 10% correction from here, I want to have buying power available to buy the dip. If I have all my money invested and the portfolio drops 10%, how am I going to buy the dip without selling stocks at a 10% discount from where you could right now? So that's a big mistake that I think a lot of new traders and investors make, and I know that I've made that mistake before, and it sucks getting caught in a market correction with no buying power and just watching stocks go lower and lower and wishing that you could buy them at these amazing prices. What we're doing with the majority of our portfolio is selling options. We currently have a covered call sold on AT&T, so we bought 100 shares for about $30.40 a piece, and we've been selling premium. Today we sold a contract for $18 that expires next week, which we rolled out from our previous position, which we closed today for just $3. We sold it yesterday for $10. We bought it back today for a quick $7 profit, and then we rolled the option out until next week, taking in $18 more, which is pretty much getting our cost down from $30.40 per share to an even $30. So we pretty much took off $39 in premium already, just in the first week or two. And also Rocket Mortgages, we did the same thing. We rolled this cash secured put out. We closed our other cash secured put, which I'll show you guys. We ended up selling this one earlier this week. We closed it today for $6, so we sold it for $21. We bought it back for $6. We made $15 there, and then we rolled it out until next week for $22 more. So that's also lowering our actually, we don't own the shares, so it's pretty much just giving us free profit in our pocket, and, we could lower cost basis if we get assigned at a certain point. And that's why when I sell this cash secured put, I make sure it's a price that I wouldn't mind owning the shares at. So I wouldn't mind buying Rocket Mortgages at $21.40, considering it's like between 22 and 23 currently. So that's actually where most of our profit is coming from, is the cash secured puts on Rocket Mortgages. It has a nice high implied volatility, and it's got a high theta, which means that you profit a decent amount of profit percentage each day. The rest of my portfolio is in individual stocks, and we are swing trading. Most of the positions are minimal, and I'm not going to go through them all because they are so small. The biggest one is AT&T, of course, because we're selling covered calls, which means that we have to, by default, own 100 shares. So we have about $3,000 invested in AT&T, and the rest of these companies I'll just briefly scroll through because, again, they are very small positions, and they pretty much aren't affecting my portfolio value more than $1 or $2. So, as you guys can see, we took a lot of our positions off the table. We have a good cash reserve available. We rolled our options out. We pretty much took 75 to 90% profit on each of our options. and we rolled them out on both AT&T and Rocket Mortgages. And yeah, we're going to have a long weekend, so we'll give you guys an update and see how these trades work out next week. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Check the description, get a free stock from different companies. I recommend Public. They have great fractional shares and is great for trading. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys soon.